I thought I must have talked about it because I think it's fundamental to my practice and unfortunately also to my life. Compromise. This session will end up with me singing, so I give you a sign so you can leave the room before. But first, the thinking. Compromise of what? You're talking about the artist, the artistic practice. What do you want? What can you get? What do you find? And then you are, of course, also part because it depends what you can. And I would say there is this myth, it's not written about the art school or any form of education, but it seems kind of like the artist needs to deliver on the highest rank, because we, of course, only know the artists that have survived art history, and all the other, the majority of practitioners we never meet and are not reported on. So that maybe explains why that's a myth. This myth has survived or is so kind of casted in concrete. So that actually can lead then, even today, that Mr. and Mrs. 1000% wouldn't do anything in case of any of these three parameters: wanting, getting, finding, and ability are not at least to 100% fulfilled. And guess what? That's the guarantee of nothing gets done. In Swedish, there's this really nice saying: mycket snack, men mindre verkstad. A lot of talking, but not so much workshop. So how can be a compromise a fundamental part of a practice? I think this happens in probably a parallel negotiation of your wantings, the gettings, and your abilities. Because maybe you start, yes, I want to make a sculpture that is as fluid as a desert storm. And then nowadays you can animate that, but let's keep it more to the material-based practice. Oh, should I get a piece of wood? Should I cast it? Or maybe styrofoam could be good. Oh, that's not environmental friendly. So, and then it depends what you can. Oh, how do I cut styrofoam? I know how to cut wood, but styrofoam? So you have to figure that out, you see? So there is this kind of like, you're not totally aware, but that goes on in a process of realizing an idea, what's available and what are your abilities, or how far do you want to invest into this kind of project to get it done. So I think compromise and creativity should be one word. Creativity is based on a strong ability to compromise the relevant parameter in which you're working. It includes also the surrounding, it includes the invitation, it's even the curator on board. This is what actually compromise is. It's the practice of creativity to negotiate that in between the factors and also the incoming outside kind of perspective. So that would be my definition. And now I think it's the time for you who don't want to get into the vocal point of it to leave the program. Because I have written a song many, many years ago. And I will try to sing the English, the direct translation of it. How many compromises do you do, day in, day too? How many compromises do you do, day in, day out? Don't stop.